Good morning. Good morning, Angie. Excuse me. We have, excuse me, no red folder news today. We've got the 6 and 3 month bill at 11:30, and that's so far it for upcoming news. UK home prices up 1.8% in 2026. And US stocks stopped falling despite oil increases in oil price. Ugh. IDF struck infrastructure used for Iran's missile program. That came out at 6:30 this morning. And Iran is prepared for a long-term war with Israel. So it sounds like a whole lot more just good news, right? Oil prices are starting to come down. They had a overnight high around 95.50, I think. 95.40. Somewhere around there. Nope, 95.50. Currently sitting at 91.60. Let's look at NQ. London high was just made. 29,397.25. Oh, no, that's the previous day's value area high. $29,437.50 is the London high. And the low for the overnight was 28,821. That happened during the Asia session. We are sitting well above the overnight VWAP. And all the trends seem a little bit mixed. It's going up and down. It's got a pretty good uptrend for the overnight. Asia session opened around 73.67, 73.68, and is up about 100 points at 74.57.75. And has hit that London high within the hour. So it's looking like ES has been nothing but up for the overnight. Now let's check YM. Again, hit the London high within the hour. Came down a little bit in the Asia session. As soon as London hit, though, it's been pretty much nothing but up. Angio, 1 point away from your take profit. Excuse me. So, Angie, what are you in today? You were in a short. On NQ, I take it? Yeah, I've got nothing to get into on NQ right now. We're above that second deviation band. It came up, made a new high, and came right down to it. If it continues to go up and bounces off this, I'll look at a long. If it comes back down toward VWAP and VWAP bounces off of VWAP, I'll look for a long. But other than that, I got nothing. Hey, good morning, Tim. Just taking her second shower already, so. Ugh. Tim, you win anything yet today? Dave is sending me messages here. Oh wow, he sent that at 2 in the morning. Kid needs to sleep. Just took a 15-point long 20 minutes ago. All right. Stay away from the market and wait for New York open. Made my profits already, 100%. Don't want to risk it on a Monday. Yeah, small size on a Monday. Small size on a Monday is just a smart choice. Looking at the book map here, we do have 89 orders sitting at 29,450. Looks like half of those are algos. Definitely have more orders above than below, but those orders are all 100 points up. So be careful this morning. Also be careful about news today too, with new infrastructure missile strikes in both Iran and Israel. I think today might be a little bit volatile. It's almost looking like the market doesn't care, but I don't want to. I really don't want to put a lot of size on. just in case something comes across the news. Thank you. 29,391.50. This candle's starting to go up a little bit. I think today I'm going to be trading E8, Lucid. I'm not going to trade Apex today because I just passed those accounts I just passed another 3 or 4 of those accounts last night. So I'm not going to touch those. I'm just going to wait for them to get activated. But my E8 account is funded. My Lucid account is funded. I think I'll be trading those ones today. That and a cash account. Definitely not trading oil right now. Jeez. So 556, Iran's Tasnim citing a military source. Tehran is prepared for a prolonged conflict with Israel and for strikes against U.S. interests. The EU's Callas says we are not there yet in terms of starting talks with Russia. And the EU is preparing an economic support package for Armenia. And the Israeli Air Force struck Iranian air defense systems that were being rebuilt after a previous conflict. What's some good news here? So Tim, I did 50K Apex counts. and I did the 50K end of day drawdown with no activation fee. So I did 5 of those, and I think it came out to $440 for 5 accounts. No problem. Yeah, I like the no activation fee on Apex accounts. If you are able to pass an account and you've done it repeatedly, then the zero activation fees are always a much better way to go. Oh, my coffee's done. So talking to Dave and Randy yesterday, we're gonna set up a day to do some videos for the command pad. One thing that come to realize is the people who created it, really smart bunch of fellas. The issue that some people have is it's too complicated and hard for them to set up, or so they say. So started working on an outline for a step-by-step tutorial on how to set up your Traders Post and how to excuse me. That my StreamYard's giving me a little bit of a hassle here. how to actually download it, set it up, and do everything from beginning to end. Including just setting up your keys on the command pad. So if you have, say you want a buy, sell, a reverse button, cancel open orders, break even, if you want to add um, to your stop, like say you have a break even plus 2, you bring it into profit by 2 points, the price is still going up. How do you get it to go up another 2 points? Um, Things like that, which you can't do with a button yet, but I'm working on it. So that is probably going to take us a couple of weeks to do. So if anyone has any questions about things to do with the command pad or with Traders Post, send me a message in the Discord and let me know what they are. I will happily take a look at them. And just as contract rollover for next week. Or a contract OBR. My coffee is now done, so I will be back in un momento. Oh, that's much better. I can see now. All right, Tim, we'll see you in a bit. Good luck. I hope everything works well or turns out well. It's 8:14 in New York right now. There's not a whole heck of a lot of volume. So I think I'm going to mess with my Trader's Post a little bit. All right, today I will be trading 2 live accounts and I think 21 prop accounts. Nope, 20. I had forgotten that Trader's Post is limited to 20 accounts per strategy at a time. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 strategies set up. All of them have 20 accounts in them. No, one of them has 13. I do need to, now that I'm thinking about it, and I'm glad I thought about it, I do need to disconnect my Apex accounts that I just passed last night. I don't feel like risking those. They're already passed. There's no point in no point in putting a trade on one when if it goes against me, it's gonna take me from a past account to a still need however much to pass it. Not a status change I want to have happen. But I did pass those last night. So I won't be able to activate those until after 5 p.m. today. Tim was asking about the size of the accounts and what the activation fee is. Right now, Apex actually has a 90% off sale. So you have no activation fee, and I like the end of days, so I tend to use those more than anything. Interesting. So normally, Darren Does Things comes on this morning. He just sent us a message that said, there he is. All right. Sorry. Went silent there for a second. So Darren is in the building. Good morning, Darren.
Good morning.
How you doing
On your
today?
channel for a change, which is good.
Yeah, Dave and I are going to be doing separate streams. So Premarket, I'm going to do just on my YouTube and X profiles. And then during the New York session, we'll be doing it on all of them. And then he's going to be doing it on his, only on his for the Asia session and Sunday evenings.
Yeah. So it looks...
For some reason, it's just messing up the whole the algorithm when it goes to all of our feeds.
Let me just... Sorry, I need to move crap over now. Just get a little bit sorted. But yeah, price moved up. Obviously, yet again, no real care in the world for
people sending fireworks at each other. Yep.
Although last night I saw ES was leading there because ES tagged the Friday low, whereas NASDAQ didn't. Or NASDAQ did eventually, kind of way like a few candles later. But yeah, it's looking okay. I think there might be a little bit of a relief rally. Might get a swap down. I think open comes down, but then humbled opinion, I'm thinking it goes higher. Probably comes back up. ES will come back up to like maybe 7,500. NASDAQ back up to like 29,700, 29,600. 29,800, I think. 29,700 to 29,800 is kind of a target on the NASDAQ for the meantime. But by that, yeah, kind of reasonably chilled So obviously all the crap happened on the weekend, and then Trump sends a tweet just to calm the market, pre-market, usual shenanigans.
Yep, and it's all shenanigans.
Yeah, well, apparently now they're going to stop for a few days again. See what happens. Yeah, so
Fun.
Yeah, I was looking at Bitcoin trading the weekend, but then I just got busy. So it's just we're just hanging sideways now, but we're above Asia high on both of them at the moment, on both ES and NASDAQ. You probably need to retrace to about 250. No, 250 is too much. Maybe down to 300-ish. 300-ish on NASDAQ, 29,300. I just need to move that over. What's that? Charts are going awry here. I want to move that, not the order block. Yeah. Did you catch any trades overnight?
I did. I caught 2 trades in the Asia session, passed another 3 Apex accounts, and then that was it. Then I went to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was going to go on with Dave last night, but by the time he started streaming, it was just too late for me to offer anything of value.
So NASDAQ could come back down to midnight open. Let's double check. Yeah, it's coming back up now. Where's midnight open on ES? 6:30. Just checking times. Yeah, 5. Yeah. ES broke above midnight open, broke above Asia high. Next target to be 74.80 at this point. Looking fairly bullish, but they're in a kind of broke below the 5-day trend line. So more than likely relief up to kind of backtest resistance again around 7,500 on ES, and then drop maybe a bit higher. Could go 75.40. 4 hours. 4 hour putting the bottom. No, 4 hours not putting the high low. After that, yeah, if it wants to form a W, bottom information needs to come back down. Not necessarily V shape. No vectors either side. It looks as if, yeah, we'll just see what happens. Bitcoin came down a bit after last night's shenanigans as well. Not where.
Shenanigans. You make it sound so much more fun than it is.
Well, Bitcoin literally in the Asia session had two 15-minute volume candles above $1 billion of volume. Yeah, at EST time, it was literally on the open on 6 p.m. EST. On the CME open, literally bang bang, up, liquidated the short sellers, and then it's just gone sideways. I'm hoping for it to come down, but seeing that it's kind of bottomed at 60K, kind of like ES and NASDAQ in a local uptrend for now. Probably I'm watching like 61,200, give or take. Watching around. Watching around here, low 61s at the minute, kind of somewhere around the low of the average daily range. Yeah, the 61K held, or the 60K held. So for now, that was kind of the key level that everyone was fretting over and stressing over, I think. And then we had Michael Saylor buy 1,500 Bitcoin again. So all hope is not lost at this point, but then on the flip side of that, you've got BlackRock that just sent about 3,000 Bitcoin to Coinbase Prime. So it's the fight of the institutions as to who holds up price or not.
Yeah, but are they doing that to cover operational cost because they lost what?
It's not that, it's that they have. So either what you can do with the BlackRock ETFs or the BlackRock ETF, you can do redemption. You can buy, obviously, the ETF share. Then after 30 days, you have a right to claim that value of the share in Bitcoin. So sometimes they have to do that for redemption, but generally as well, for cash redemption, they also need. So hypothetically, ETFs have been net selling for like the last 2 weeks. Like, to give those customers cash back or cash out, profit, whatever they take out the ETFs, the cash redemption is also serviced by them selling Bitcoin, not by the fees.
Gotcha.
So they don't care for the fees that they make anyway in the ETFs, but the only way they service it is either by buying or selling Bitcoin, or customers redeeming Bitcoin against the ETF shares.
All right.
So
yeah, I have no idea how those
for the most
Bitcoin
part
ETFs work. So
for the most part now, it's just been ETFs starting to pay cash redemption, or people just getting out, selling their shares and capitulating and not wanting anything to do with the ETF anymore. Or another synopsis could be that a lot of ETFs are now being sold out of, where they've been in profit. Maybe they're selling at a loss to reallocate those funds to these new IPOs that are launching. So SpaceX, Anthropic, OpenAI later in the year. So they're kind of pre-prepping already for kind of to allocate more money to other diversification, if we call it that. But yeah, kind of that's Bitcoin. Why is this? Did it flip over?
So NQ just made another high of day, 468.25.
So at this point, it's curving up. So I don't see any reason to short just yet. If I was looking for a short, so that's an old CME gap that we came back down and filled on the way down. I would expect it to come back up. No, that 80 was an imbalance that I had. MES, I would say 7,500. But ideally, I wanted to come back down to like 74.30, although is it going to come down 30 points now? We'll be only an hour out from New York Open, probably not. Is there any high time frame order blocks anywhere? Yeah, the only real decent order block above is at 75.20, like up here, this 1 hour. Yeah, you had bullish CVD on the daily, 4 hour.
Had some pretty bullish volume balls on the book map too for ES.
We're back above. I know it's just that last tag low, back above that manual VWAP. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to come back up more.
There are a lot of orders, 223 orders on MES at 74.70. That's 8 points up. We got 197 at 74.75.
NASDAQ, you're below year to date though, so probably that's kind of where I was saying 29,781, 29,780. I got year to date view up there, so that could be a rejection zone. If not there, then yeah. How many points? Already up 400 points on NASDAQ. ES is up 62 for the day. Yeah. Bullish Monday. You see Bitcoin roll over, man. Anyway.
Do not mind a bullish Monday.
Yeah. Although I had friends saying that it's probable that after this, maybe a small little relief back up, it sells off again. But we just got to kind of wait and see what's happening. It looks as if 15 minutes back 15 minutes how to change your character, 30 minutes how to change your character. Not really full bullish structure yet, again, but decent little rally in the interim. Just about to hit a 30-minute order block on ES. But bar that, 15-minute. Let's just look for fair value gaps. What inefficiency? Yeah, we've got an inefficiency here. It's probably where maybe I'll be looking to come back to. Either there. There's no inefficiency otherwise in this move on the 15-minute. It's all been retraced. They took the candles, retrace that gap. A little bit of a leftover inefficiency at 74.20. So bullish case for me, ES comes back into this like 74.40-ish. This fair value gap here.
I was looking at 74.30, 74.30, 74.31.
And hopefully by the time it comes up, you got your low of day and you got your overnight VWAP creeping up to line up with it. Yeah. You want the overnight and the low of day VWAP to kind of trickle up towards. But 74.30 was off the last pivot low, or the last dip low. I've got a manual anchored VWAP. I had a manual anchored VWAP. So you see this last candle before we started this trend back up. Obviously, it went kind of sideways and up. I just put a manual VWAP on there at on the 29th of April. And then that's obviously where we went up another leg, came down, obviously went up for another leg. So I think this is quite key also as well. Manual VWAPs, you probably could pull. I don't think you got anywhere close to this, did you? No, you didn't get close to that. End of March, early April, bottom anchored VWAP off that low. It's kicking off in Europe. EU and NATO, what's the name? Getting notifications. They're obviously getting a bit scared of Russia.
Couldn't imagine why.
Russia and Ukraine kicking off more now. Escalations. Apparently they shot down some drones over Azerbaijan. Well, not Azerbaijan, wherever it is, Latvia, or one of these NATO countries, I don't know. They shot some drones down. And they blamed Russia and said some strong words to Russia, but like, is Russia really going to give a hoot what they say?
No.
Not really. Yeah. Like EU's called some meeting now with all their security delegation and all that crap.
Yeah, they're in the financial juice this morning. They were saying that they're not quite there yet when it comes to having talks with Russia. I can just imagine how those talks would go. I don't even want to know.
I don't know. Not that I'm agnostic, but I think I don't think Russia was wrong to be able to do what it did initially to start the war, because of all the diplomatic paperwork and treaties and shit that they'd signed way back in the day that NATO wouldn't encroach. And what did NATO do? NATO encroached. The deal with the previous Ukrainian people, whatever army presidents and shit like that, was that Ukraine would never join NATO. What are Ukraine trying to do? Trying to join NATO. So like, obviously it's escalated and probably got out of control and kind of got way worse than what we would have expected. But given kind of the initial circumstances, kind of Russia wasn't wrong to do what they did initially. And obviously they kicked off like 4 years of war now. But that's the kind of problem. Pieces of paper aren't adhered to. That's the problem. It's like people don't care about treaties and security guarantees and all this shit. It's just like, fuck's sakes. They're there for a reason as well. Kind of just my opinion. They're there for a reason, and yeah. I'm of the opinion that Europe and Ukraine are going to learn a hard lesson, because Russia's barely escalated at this point. Russia's got hypersonic missiles it's barely brought out. Russia gets the hypersonic missiles out, Ukraine, Europe, no one's going to be able to take them down. So I think diplomacy is the best way out of it, but I don't think they want to be diplomatic, which is their problem. They're too dogmatic and set kind of in the European Union. Too dogmatic and set in the ideology, so whatever, neoliberal ideology, blah, blah, blah. So I'll just be one of those people to say, I told you so. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But the problem, so yeah, it's all kicking off in Europe, apparently with security councils and shit like that. We've got Iran and Israel sending fireworks towards each other. So fun times.
So
we got our daily ceasefire for now. We'll see what happens like in the next day. They'll be back at it again. Still pushing up.
Who knows? With Israel, it's kind of anytime they say that, oh yeah, ceasefire. The last time it was literally 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
The ink wasn't even dry on the papers for the ceasefire. And
the issue with Israel at the minute, not Israel. The problem is Lebanon, the Lebanese army, LAF, they can't protect Lebanon by themselves, and also as well they can't kick out Hezbollah. And basically all the peace deals, blah blah blah, all between the Lebanese kind of government, whatever, and Israel, it's not taking into account Hezbollah at all. Hezbollah has not been involved. And also as well, the Lebanese army is too bloody weak to take out Hezbollah and kind of get them out. So they're like, yeah, everything is signed between Israel and the Lebanese government, but it's just a piece of paper in the sense that Lebanese government can't do anything really to kind of help militarily. So
they can't control Hezbollah. Hezbollah is going to launch missiles at Israel no matter what.
Yeah, exactly.
The solution to that would be, I don't know, maybe if you're the Lebanese government, ask for help with Hezbollah from your allies, or maybe even Israel. Israel doesn't want Hezbollah around. If the Lebanese don't, I mean,
that's the whole thing. It's a whole nother. Essentially, we're going to come a whole nother ethnic cleansing debacle if that happens. Or to be called as such, because basically, obviously, with the whole Gaza thing, that was basically taking out Palestinians in Gaza. Similar, right? So now the Lebanese Hezbollah are basically Palestinians. So it's another ethnic cleansing, which is like another genocide, huge fucking human crisis, blah, blah, blah. It will just kick off. So essentially, I think there's a bit of kind of management in that, trying not to get it to that stage where it becomes that sort of crisis again. And the problem is the Hezbollah have integrated essentially into Lebanese culture, way of life, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, you don't want a Gaza 2.0. That's basically kind of, I think, where this is trying to go, kind of with them at the moment. They're just trying to they're trying to make Hezbollah less powerful, essentially. Kind of just wipe them out slowly but surely, not do it not do it how they were doing with Hamas. So we'll see what happens. But while Hezbollah exists, I don't think Israel are going to give up. Israel aren't going to stop bombing. That's for sure. Specifically not in Lebanon. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Russia, Ukraine, I still think has also got a few months, at least to a year. The military industrial base in the EU is not strong enough to even cope with anything that Russia will send out. So I think, they just, but price action is pretty much agnostic to most of this crap at the moment. even like Bitcoin, ES just holds, doesn't do anything. Yes, there's obviously spurts of drops or pumps or whatever it is, price action wise, but relating it to price action's agnostic to all this shit.
Well, look at the price of oil right now.
Oil
went up to over $94 in the overnight, and
came up to
then
94.
has dropped back down to 91.
Yeah,
or at least that's what it was at earlier.
Yeah, I think this was off that initial. Oh no. Basically, the drop now is basically off Trump trying to tweet and calm the markets down again. It's not filled the gap yet. Oil's gap's at about 90.7. It's currently at 91.5 ish on the US oil, WTI. MCL is at, basically the same price. So yeah, market go up today. That's basically what's happening. Bitcoin doesn't want to come down to give me a fucking entry as well. So it's going to be a day of patience again and wait. Did you take any trades this morning? Or you just took the overnight trades?
Just in the overnight.
No, I took one trade on Bitcoin on Friday. I was stupid. I had my bull goggles on Friday on the ES, and I took a max loss. I added in on where I wanted to add, and then literally just melted through and took 10 points off on a two micro, which on the 25Ks is a kind of bigger loss than what I wanted. So kind of got to slowly creep back and be a bit more tactical in the trades on that today. So I lost 160 on Friday, which I didn't necessarily want to lose, and at one stage I was up 70 before it reversed. I don't know if it will show the positions. Let me just switch to here so I can sign in. But yeah, when I caught the position, I caught the long back. I think it was to maybe the New York VWAP. I caught the long back to a VWAP, and I was like, oh, let's just see. It broke through, and I thought, okay, maybe it will bounce. And then literally that was the lower high. I'll get there now. Sorry, I'm just logging in. I don't even know if it's going to show the positions, Friday's positions. Wednesday. No, it doesn't. Where is the? Let me take. That was previous week. It's not showing the positions, but what I did. Where's my orb? Let's put the previous day on. Yeah, so. Take all this out, sorry. Yeah, Friday, basically, I caught this low at like 502, I think I got in. Where was this low? Literally snarked it, man. 506, I think I got in, right? And got back to the orb, and I think the New York VWAP was around here at the orb low. And then I was like, to come back like on the 1 minute. This is me being stupid. Trying to look at the 1 minute time frame, thinking, it's reclaiming it on the 1 minute time frame, right? Why is this not? I have to zoom out now because it's not actually showing that. But anyway, it got back above on the 1 minute. I thought, okay, let me just leave it now. I'll set my stop loss. Also, as well, I was in at 02. I should have just set my stop loss to break even, and I wouldn't have lost anything. But I let it just go straight through my stop loss, straight through my entry like an absolute dilly-dally. So it's one for the journal. If you're in profit, just rather take a scratch than take a loss. Specifically, because from here to here, I made $70. So literally from 06 to this high here was where I think, maybe it will come back. I thought, okay, maybe it holds this orb low on Friday, and then melted straight through. And I think I got out at I was at around 90 something, 90 or 92. For like a 10-point loss on a two micro or whatever it was. It was just stupid because literally you could just see the trend was just. Anyway, Lesson
So
learned.
you just now
One
did
for the
you
journal.
hold it just out of hope, or did you have a plan with that?
I was thinking it would put. So either my thought was it was going to break here, it was going to hold, backtest the orb, and kind of at least go back to the mid of the orb. It didn't. And then obviously I thought this could have been a higher low, so I held and hoped that it will get back up to there to take profit, and it didn't. And then it went. But I should have known as soon as I broke this low, as soon as you broke that, kind of, I had the bull goggles on. I was stupid. Kind of, it happens. So I need to kind of, I wasn't watching, I wasn't paying too attention. I was too hopeful of getting back to take profit, where I could have, even here, I could have taken profit like 30, 40 bucks, and I would have been okay for the day, right? But yeah, I just was
I've worn those.
Didn't watch structure. Obviously saw that it like had 2 rejections, right? 2 rejections, you're very rarely going to get back above after the second rejection. So this whole zone, yeah, I should have seen weakness, get the GTFO, and also as well set stop to entry at least, or slightly in profit, or kind of stop plus fees basically. Anyway, so that was my lesson learned, and I do take a few of those every now and again. So I built my account up, and now basically I'm like, I was at like 25 200. I'm now like at 25 040 or something. Start again.
All right. Well, I mean, at least you're not
in
below below your starting balance.
Yeah, it's just that the only thing is, because I moved into profit, my my drawdown has trailed. So I've gone from 1,000 drawdown to like 800-ish, because it trailed up as went into well, that. So I've got less drawdown now still. So yeah, I'm gonna watch this fair value gap for a reaction. Personally, we'll just see what happens. Bitcoin just scamming around, just came back up. Yeah, I want this. I don't know how long it's going to take for these VWAPs to. Yeah, but you haven't really formed a higher low here. That's a problem as well. You're taking a risk, because essentially what you want to do here with 50% of this, 50% of the, you probably have to do 50% of the fair value gap. If you target the highs again, take another high, that's your 1-to-1 basically. But you probably got, what's the stop on this? 100, no way. 439, so about 20 point stop. Or you could tighten it up and keep it just below the Asia high if you really wanted to. For a 17-point stop is also too much. Or you could just put it below the VWAP. Or literally as you bounce, you just try your stop quite tight. 5 to 10 points. So there's a few options, but I think
I think the only option that I'm willing to take on that is waiting for a pullback.
It's got to tell me that this is going to be a higher low, though. That's the, obviously you can see high lows, high highs on the way up on the 15-minute local trend. But it's got to prove to me that this will be another lower high for me. I mean, another higher low to go higher. Because it could just turn around, because you found some resistance here in these order blocks or supply zone up top there on the 15 to the left. So the problem now lies that if this needs to form a high low, and actually you need to take out this supply zone here, or these order blocks on the 15-minute. It's just a waiting game. And also as well, ideally, you'd probably want to come back to these at the very least. You'd probably want to come back to the overnight and the low of day VWAP at the very least as support. You could probably draw a trend line, but trend line's not really gonna. Not a fan. Do something like that. Come back to the trend line eventually. Kind of by the time it comes down, you're probably already at that fair value gap. If you really want to look at it that way. Yeah, so while that patience game, even on Bitcoin, it's not come down yet. Weekend pump. Never trust a weekend pump on anything.
I don't trust anything anymore.
Yeah, do we have? Yeah, we do have 15-minute bullish. Bitcoin, I'm watching, yeah, Asia low, 62,300 at the moment. If we come back down there, or ideally I want to come back to this zone kind of around low 61s. But I may have to be a bit reckless and kind of degen trade, kind of break out. Once you break the Asia high, this is the probable scenario. They'll leave everyone behind waiting for the lower, and then they'll just go boop, 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 boop. Break the Asia high back test, and there you go.
And then just go on a tear.
Yeah. But
Hey, good morning, Aventura Trader.
You still need a leg up. One more 15-minute three-way of the three-wave, and then from there, one more 15-minute of the three-wave up, because basically you ranged leg one, wave one, retrace, wave two, retrace. You take out anywhere up here, probably even up to 65K on Bitcoin. So somewhere up there, probably. Yeah, this just goes without me. I'm going to be pissed. Yeah, I think it's just going to be all diplomatic stuff. Everyone's going to be diplomatic tweets of note today just to cool the markets again. You'll find tomorrow there'll be tweets of some sort that come out, kind of more
more business related rather than politics related.
Yeah, no politics. They're just going to calm the markets today. I think it's a normal thing. Fireworks over the weekend, and then back to kind of peace and calm on a Monday. Beggars belief, man. Yeah, apparently Israel's just launched a new wave of attacks on Lebanon. After like how many minutes? Was it 1 hour, 2 hours? 2 hours of ceasefire. Like, what the fuck?
I mean,
but the market's agnostic, man. The market's going to do what it wants. At this point, they don't care about what happens in the Middle East. Oil price maybe, but the rest of the ETFs and indices are barely affected by this crap. This was, how long ago did we see this on X? 10 minutes ago. Although 10 minutes ago, an hour ago, IRGC said that they weren't going to do any more attacks unless Israel targets Lebanon. 10 minutes ago is another alert to say that Israel targeted Lebanon. Can't make this shit up, man. It's fine.
I mean, you could, but no one would believe you.
Can't make it up.
We got about 33 minutes until New York Open.
There's an order block here I like as well. There's a 30-minute order block there. Yeah, I need to head off in a few minutes. But kind of locally, I'm just looking for a little bit of a pullback to long for the rest of the day. I don't think today ends up bearish. Kind of just it's normal. It's the normal case. Crap happens on the weekend. They calm the markets. You have a decent Monday, and then Tuesday you get all hell break loose again.
Yeah, I'm going to be logging off here in about 15 minutes, and then logging back on with you for the New York session.
Yeah. I think I'll probably log off now. It's not really too much happening price-wise on anything. It's kind of...
Yeah, there's nothing going on here.
Yeah, they're just trying to calm the market.
A whole lot of hooey.
Yeah. So going forward, are you just going to pop me links to kind of this, your stream kind of in the mornings for the
yeah,
that's fine.
I'll send you the link to the pre-market stream. Cool. You still planning on doing Mondays and Fridays?
Yep, Mondays and Fridays.
Give us your overview.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah,
Very good,
that's
very good.
basically it. I'll see you on Dave's stream later.
All right, I will see you there.
Yeah, take care, everyone.
Thank you, Darren, for coming on yet again. Czar saying Trump was dirty today, decided to pump this market at 5 a.m. rather than the usual 7 a.m. pump. Missed most of it since it was wanting a pullback to be what? Yep. Did we get that normal 9 o'clock pump? Break even in. The grand total of $5 on this trade. Yay. This is the E8 account that I had screwed up. I think I'm down about $800 on this account. So now I'm just going to try and very slowly get it back up to profitable. This is a funded account, so cancel any open orders. Hit break even, so Aventura. I don't know if you heard this earlier, but I talked to Randy yesterday about doing a video for Traders Post on basically a for dummies setup, because Mike and Tom and all those engineer type people, they are very, very good at doing their thing and creating things like the command pad and all of Traders Post, while dummies like me, it takes forever to figure out how to actually put anything together, even writing JSON messages, stuff like that. So I think Randy, Dave, and I are going to get together and do a couple of for dummies videos just to explain to people how to, from the beginning, getting to the point where you can actually effectively use the man pad on your chart. So if you have any suggestions, I know you are one of the people that's been using this since before it came out. You had the beta version as well. So if you have any suggestions or anything that you'd want to see, let me know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it, being somebody who's been using it for at least a few months, right? When do we get the beta version of that? Let's start looking at the 15 here. So ES on the 15 trend is still looking up. From London session, it's been above the VWAP the entire time. Feel like I'm repeating myself. YM, same thing. No, YM's been above and below VWAP, but it's been above since 5:30 a.m. A little bit of a pullback and back to VWAP at 6. 7 a.m. pump. 9 o'clock pullback. Looks like NQ starting to get a little bit of lift here. Just created another London high at 535.75. Put this down to 2 minutes here. I just want to. It's been above that second deviation band, bouncing off it. For a couple of hours. It's not exactly bullish, but it's not bearish either. Trend is still a little bit mixed. We got large order tracker over here on the side right now for NQ. ES still has those 191 orders at 74.75. And just realize that none of you can actually see the large alert tracker. It's on Bookmap, so it's not pulling up in this window. But if you're using Bookmap, you can actually go to your connections and set up a large alert tracker. Turn the sound off because it's really annoying listening to it, but it's a thing you can do. It tells you when any orders come in. You can set the number of orders that you want to be alerted to for NQ or ES. 40 or 50 is always a nice level to have around or to have on your chart. All right, it is 9:15. We have mixed trends from the entire overnight with pretty bullish movement through London. Traders Post is up and running with the command pad. We got 22 accounts for the day. Trading an E8 account that I screwed up and need to get back to profitable. Google placed an Intel order for more than 3 million TPUs. Wow. NVIDIA, it says Google and NVIDIA consider Intel as a backup chip maker. And Amazon reports a pact with Corning on US fiber optics manufacturing. All right. So that's the news for the day. So I'm going to sign off. I'll be back on with Dave in about 15 minutes. So I will see you all later. Thanks, Angia and Tim, Ventura, and Czar. See you guys later.